Okay, so now you have to be very, very carefully listening, because maybe you forgot what's happened yesterday, but 3 key take-home messages now you have to remember. So shall we start as there was a sequence of the program, and first with maybe Nicole? Okay. And the session was comparative perspective in health span.
Yeah, I would say I kind of summarize our session into 4 take-home messages, and the first is that aging is a grand challenge, kind of like climate change, right? It's a global challenge, and we are woefully unprepared for population aging across the globe. And as a group of professionals who are thought leaders in this space, I think we have a lot we can contribute, whether you're a veterinarian, a PhD, nutritionist, other specialists, doesn't matter. I think the whole point of dealing with a global challenge or a grand challenge like this is that rather than drilling deeply into our own disciplines, I believe that the biggest impact we can make is by reaching across disciplines, and that's what this meeting is about. So I want to thank the program organizers for really putting together this beautiful opportunity to think deeply about this.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nicole. So it's very important that we started to talk about that, and that gives us potentially a future opportunities. So we are moving to the afternoon session of the day 1, the microbiome, the gut, and brain function with Jan Suchadolski.
Yeah, thanks, Nicole. I think it's very important that we thank Purina, because really you're bringing together a lot of different disciplines. And I think this meeting, was excellent. And I think it really also highlights that, especially when you talk about microbiome, gut health, cognition, it is multifactorial. It's not one or the other. And I think our specializations think sometimes too simplistic. We went away looking at different organ systems, but I think everything starts in the guts, right? The guts is important. The microbiome, obviously, the more we learn about it, it's really part of our physiology. And I think that's also what is important to understand. It's not just one or the other. It's a combination. It's the substrate that enters the guts. It's the metabolism. And events, ultimately, I think it was a beautiful transition to what we learned today, is that there's a normal, but there's probably a lot of damage, right? Over time, there's damage accumulating. What is the difference between aging, not aging? But in the end, I think protection, prevention is always the better approach than ultimately trying to cure something after thought, I think so. I think that's my home take-home message.
Thank you, Jan. Yes, I hope we will not come in competition here. What is the most important organ? Is it the microbiome or mitochondria or anything else? Yeah. So with this, we are moving to the morning session today with Donald Palmer, immunosenescence, if this word still take place, and the impact on age and immune function. Please, Donald.
I think there's immense power in comparative biology. And unfortunately, how we operate science, we operate it in silos. And unfortunately, that's how things get funded. But if anything, what COVID has taught us is this new phase of what we call team science. So let's hope we can actually do team science multidisciplinary. Because I think if we do, I've learned an immense amount. And moreover, there is a lot of interconnection from the gut, mitochondria. It's just amazing what's going on, for example, with the dog project. And I guess one of the take-home message that I've learned, and it's this interest, and it really related to the kidney and the work that my fellow colleagues presented, Graham, Caroline, and Nika, is this concept of biological aging against chronological aging. I think that's becoming more and more interesting. And I think in years to come, we may be able to dissect that. But yeah, it's been really fascinating. And yeah, I'm not a vet, but vets are cool.
Thank you, Donald. And maybe you remember everything about the mitochondria, because the session was just now. But I will ask Michelangelo to say, okay, why mitochondria is so important and why everybody have to keep it in mind.
Yeah. So obviously, I think I should echo the congratulations for whoever in Purina put the program together, and thank them for the opportunity, because it was really an inspirational 2 days. I mean, even though it's hard to me that we should go beyond mitochondria, and this is impossible, I believe that what we learn from this session and all the others is that aging is a game of adaptation. And the way we positively adapt or negatively adapt to the stressor that we face, we may overcome or we may succumb to the bearing brought to tissue by aging. And of my sessions particularly, I found that it's maybe now time that rather than following the usual suspect, we are moving towards a different understanding of elements which considered solved 30 years ago, like lipids. And instead, the game that the lipids play as a favorable element to exploit or a negative is quite critical, because the lipid peroxidations that has been mentioned is now a clear target in several aging-related conditions. Yeah, so to me, I mean, beyond hopefully the knowledge that together with the speakers in my sessions we share, comparing also size with metabolism, ketogenic knowledge and benefit, is really the way the cells adapt and our ability to try and intervene when these adaptations may occur can really potentially let us cope better with time.
Fantastic. So, not that I want to say the last word, but to me it's very clear what all four respected chairs said, that, you know, we need to move from the traditional, you know, curing a disease and treating a disease to the different attitude of looking at the whole body as the very complex mechanisms, and think about more proactive health. That what can we do step by step, addressing different aspects that anyone, would it be human, would it be companion animal or any other animal, is living longer, but most important, healthy, with a better quality of life. And with this, I really thank you for this fantastic program, because whoever put it in Purina, but program is made by you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, now I need my very important notes to take. So, of course, the four people, they put this fantastic program together, but they could not do that without speakers, right? You invited eminent faculty in, and all of you, you said immediately yes, and you came from different parts of the world to share your expertise and help us to understand such a complex topics about the healthy, kind of healthy aging or geroscience. Thank you very much to all speakers who contributed to that. Please give a round of applause to them. And then keep going, because it's for everyone, for all participants sitting in the room, being online with us, because they took their time to listen the presentations, perhaps making some notes, and then maybe reading some, after that, some references that you put in your slides. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming here. Yeah. So I keep going. So the Purina Institute team, the central team, the team who is now in St. Louis and who was working 3 days from 1 o'clock in the morning, trying to make sure that everything works. So guys online and here, thank you very much. And I want Celia to stand up, because Celia is the one who is really the person put this event together, that with a lot of help from Lisa also somewhere. Lisa is, yeah, Emily and Catherine, but it's happened because of them that you all came to this place, and hopefully on time you will have your flights go back home. So after the fantastic evening we will have today. And the guys who are sitting there, the guys who are at the Nestle research team, thank you very much. Vincent and the team, thank you very much. Maël and Clevel. So to make sure that we are really not only had a very good event, but also all these presentations, they will be available online for those people who could not be with us in a lifetime. And even for you, if you feel that you want to thinking about or relook at the presentation, you can do that. And please share that with your colleagues who maybe didn't receive invitation from the Purina Institute to this fantastic event. So thanks a lot. And really, I'm looking forward to meet you again in the next times and the next discussions, because I think we just started to talk about healthy aging. So now I'm actually coming to a housekeeping announcements, because it's very important. For those who would like to have a certificate after this event, they will be available for people who are in the room. They will be available at the welcome desk. For the virtual attendees, on the platform you attended this event, you will see Resource Center tab in the red navigation bar at the top of the login page. Yeah, it's complex, but you will find that. You will see document named Certificate Instruction. Please follow the instructions. It's the document to access your RAISE certificate. For virtual attendees who could not join us live, on-demand presentations will be made available soon, and you will view this on-demand presentation. You also receive a certificate, but of attendance, because the RAISE you only can get if you have a lifetime watching presentations. This certificate will be available in the certificate tab in the red navigation bar at the top of the login page. There will be a field where you can enter your name. Okay, I hope it's clear. Your opinion is very important for us. Everybody who was in the room and who was on a virtual audience, you will receive a link to a survey. Please take 2-3 minutes to answer those really few questions, because that's for us, for the chairs and the speakers, is very important for the next time to see what we have to take in consideration, if there is something we can improve. I really doubt. So, okay, and now for the survey, who are sitting in this room, you will receive a mail, and for virtual attendees, it again will be on the platform in the bar which calls survey. And I think I'm done with that. So thank you very much for everyone, everywhere in the world, and stay healthy.